I'm Becky.
I'm Francesca,
and welcome to Keeping It Real.
I am a bit jealous. Becky has done an EDT. How was Dublin?
It was brilliant.
I loved your photos.
30,000 steps done.
Oh my gosh.
Ended up in a wheelchair.
Did you really?
Yes.
Because of your foot?
Yeah.
Oh, poor
So
Becky.
if anybody doesn't know, I've got a dodgy foot, I need operation. By after the 30,000 steps, it was pretty fast. So I took my shoe off on bus on the way to the airport. I couldn't get my shoe on. So I got to the airport and found a wheelchair. So Sarah, thanks Sarah, top sister-in-law.
Did she have to wheel you around the airport?
All the way around, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But I got her through security faster. I got her on plane faster. I felt like bloody queen.
Yeah.
It came over the fella when we were waiting to get on plane and stuff before we did his boarding passes. And he was like, I've not got you on my list of special assistants. I went, no, she's my special assistant over there. So he said, oh, you can come with us if you want. So he let me go in lift. Went in lift. And then everybody had queued in the queue. With Ryanair, it's a nightmare. So everybody...
Did you just wheel past?
They queued in the queue. Then they'd had to queue in the stairwell.
Oh.
Then they were queuing on the plane, and I just rolled along in a little wheelchair, right at the front of the queue, and got on. And nobody were allowed on until I'd gone. And this other fellow were there as well.
So when you got to the door of the plane, did you then just have to kind of like hop?
I just got upstairs, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't have a choice, I had to go upstairs.
Well, no, of course, but was that quite... What's happened to the foot now?
Oh, it's just fat. Oh. It by morning I'm all right again.
Okay.
It's when I've walked on it a lot and stuff.
Yeah, and this was an EDT, so
it
was
30,000.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
I was like really chuffed with my 17,600 steps yesterday.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, totally smashing it.
Yeah.
30,000.
We did everything though.
When did you get up to go on this EDT?
2:30.
Oh!
The flight was at 6 a.m.
So you flew at 6, got in at...
We got over there by 10 past... Well,
10 past 6?
Yeah.
It's only over there.
We've landed at just after 6:30.
Oh my gosh.
Because we were first flight out as well, because we were in Leeds and Bradford. We were first flight out and we were on time. So, yeah, we all got over there. We were just after 6:30.
Wow. That's amazing.
So we found the bus. We got these two old women to help us. They knew what they were doing.
What did you need help with finding the bus?
Finding bus, which bus to go on, where to go on. Yeah, just everything.
Brilliant.
And then we all ended up going, because it dropped us off at Witherspoon, so we were like, let's all go for breakfast.
That's planned, yeah.
So we went for breakfast, and then we did just a little map, circled where we wanted to go, and did it all.
That's so cool.
Did Guinness Factory.
Yeah.
And because it was St. Paddy's weekend, it was amazing. It was lovely.
Was that a deliberate choice of weekend?
No, it was just the only thing we could do, and then I came to work one day, and they were like, oh, Paddy's weekend, and they were like, oh...
Yeah. So Guinness Factory, what do you do there?
So it's like 7 floors.
Wow.
So it shows you what goes into the Guinness, and there's like rooms where you can go watch videos about how they make it and why they make it and who made it and all that. Then there's a tasting room. Oh. So if you like Guinness, it's very good. But if you don't like Guinness, like me.
But it's like 8:30 in the morning because you arrived at 6:30.
11.
Went to Witherspoon.
We went at 10, yeah. So 10 Guinness, yeah.
Yeah.
We'd already had a gin at 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, no, 4, sorry.
Oh, in the airport? Okay, yeah. Fine. Right. Guinness Factory.
Yeah. And then your top floor, you get a free drink. And it is views like for miles. It's beautiful. So that was really nice. Then we went and found some little, because they had some little markets on and stuff, with it being Sunday anyway.
Yeah.
There's some markets on. We went to see all the castles. Sarah loves a picture. Mm-hmm. So anything that's a bit picture-y. So there's a lane with umbrellas. We had to go to
I saw that on your photos.
Yeah.
Love that.
There were another lane with something else. So we had to go find that. She loves a picture. But yeah, we did everything. There's nowhere in Dublin I haven't seen now. Because first time we went, I think this time we went, I found some more stuff that obviously we'd not seen first time I went. So it was quite nice. So yeah, EDT number 2 on Saturday though.
I know.
Monday were rough as well.
I saw you Monday. You nearly kicked me out. It was too energetic.
Yes, you was too much.
That was so funny.
It was 3 o'clock, 3:30. I'd worked since 9. And I'd 5 hours sleep
Yeah,
in
you look like
space.
you've not slept for a week. You were like, I can't do this.
I'd had Monster.
No, that makes it worse.
Well, I thought it might help, but it didn't. And I was working till 7:30.
And then I come bouncing in.
Hello! And I was like, no, not today. Not today, Francesca. Get out.
I bet Erica was sitting there. It's that crazy lady again.
Yeah, she's back. She's back.
Poor Erica.
Wild.
I never let her get a word in. I'll come in and go, it's just me. Can I just do this? Can I just do that? And I'll just have like that. And I'll do that. It'll be fine. And I go again and I realise I've not really given her any chance to speak.
Katie was saying, I went to see Katie from my hairdressing yesterday and she was saying, me and you are very alike. And I said, no, but me and Francesca are very alike, but Francesca's on like hurricane mode. Francesca's me, but a hurricane. We're very similar, but she's always happy. She comes in, whirlwind. In, out.
Buenos dias!
Everybody knows Francesca's in the room.
Well,
I like that about you though.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so EDT number 2 on Saturday. We are going to Madrid.
What time are you setting off?
Bit later this time, so we don't.
Right, just 4 then.
No, 5.
Ah!
We're setting off at 4:45.
Okay. Flight at.
Because we're at Manchester this time. Flight's at 8:30.
All right.
So it's a bit better.
How long's that flight?
2 and a bit.
Right.
So we'll probably do it in. Well, it says 2.5, so we'll probably do it in 2:15.
Yeah.
The hour's over, I get.
Yeah.
So we get there for 12.
Half an hour through the airport. What's the first port of call? Lunch.
Yes. Tapas.
Yeah.
A little bit of tapas and sangria. Can you have sangria? Yeah, because it was 12
Of
o'clock.
course you can. It's
Oh, dinner
5
time.
o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, it's dinner time. I can have sangria at dinner time.
Of course you can. Even Daisy drank sangria.
The other thing is it's rained straight for like 4 weeks now in Madrid.
I know, it's had really bad. Yeah, you'll be all right. It's all right.
So if anybody's controlling the weather in Madrid at the minute, can you turn it off on Saturday, please?
Take a poncho.
Yes, well, I've got some ponchos in a ball.
And just accept it. And
I know, but we want to do a sky roof bar.
it'll still be fab. You'll still be able to. Yeah, no, seriously.
Closer to thunder then.
It'll be good.
I'll get bloody it.
They'll have poles for it to go down.
Poles.
P-O-L-E, pole.
Poles. I'll have poles for it to go down.
It will.
Mm.
So it won't hit the building. It'll just go down there. They might lose their electricity. It'll be fine. No, if it rains.
Still get sangria.
Exactly. It'll be hilarious by the time you've had some sangria. After lunch, got plans, or you're going to see what's
We're just
there?
going to see what we fancy. We have a bit of tapas. There's a cathedral. There's a market I want to go to.
Cathedral.
Cathedral. Market. Or market.
I don't know.
Market.
I know supermarket's supermercado, so I don't know. It might
Oh,
be
so it'd just be
something
a
similar.
mercado
Maybe.
So there's a nice market I want to go to. And yeah, just float us boat really. There's no in particular. I think Madrid itself is very like cathedral-y, churchy.
Yeah.
So we'll just probably see what we fancy on way.
It'll be gorgeous.
And then we fly back.
Oh.
10:30.
Ah, lovely. Okay.
Or 10:15, either way.
You've got to be
I'll
at the
be in my
airport
wheelchair
by
anyway.
8:30, maybe?
Yeah.
You've got to be at the airport? Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, so
Fine.
plenty of time. We've got a good day.
And is it with the same family and friends?
Just Sarah again, yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Me and Sarah.
Oh.
The men have got the kids. They think they really are done by because they've got to look after the kids all weekend.
Their own children.
Yeah.
So this is a case of
Babysitting.
babysitting. No, you're parenting. Just because it came out of my body doesn't mean I am now.
I am babysitting Monday to Sunday.
No, you're just looking after your own
my
kids.
kids. Yeah, so they're babysitting.
Oh!
To be fair, they are babysitting the nieces and nephews as well, though.
But that's easy.
Yeah.
Because of the ages that they're all at.
They all get on.
They entertain each other.
2 go off together, other 2 go off together.
They can just sit down and have
They
a beer
love
and
it.
put Netflix
Just
on.
Evie's loud.
Yeah,
And Evie ain't afraid to be loud.
That's
and
all right. It's exciting.
yeah.
Me and my cousins were loud.
Good luck, Andrew, on Friday.
You don't need to even think about that.
No, I don't care.
You'll be eating
Not my kids.
tapas, drinking sangria. You might even be dancing the flamenco.
I might have. Or I might be like getting shouted at loads of Spanish people because I'm trying to speak Spanish and I'm still
With
not
a
that
Yorkshire
great.
accent.
Yeah, and I'm not that great at it yet.
Doesn't matter. They like it.
Yeah.
You will be helped and corrected.
I had a girl in the other day from Morley, Academy, whatever you call it now.
Oh, yeah.
And she was in set 2 for Spanish, so set 1's the best one, set 2's low. She didn't even know what I was talking about. And I'm like, you obviously haven't learnt enough.
I don't want to brag about my lovely Daisy, but she's in set 1.
I know. We need, me and Daisy need to have a little sit down one day and do a little Spanish lesson.
The things that they get on their Spanish homework, the little tasks that they get to do online are amazing and really helpful. I think if there's a way of getting you to have a look at that.
Yeah.
But just then when you
Morley,
said about
hi, Academy, send me some homework.
Yeah.
I want the homework.
What we were talking about when you mentioned about the dad's babysitting, it made me think about how chores are split in an adult household. Yeah. So the 2 adults that live in the house, and I'm not talking about teenage kids or anything, just you two, whatever your household
situation is,
the 2 adults that live there, how we split in that. Do people sit down? Oh, I got excited then. It said booking, and I thought I'd taken a booking for Zen Babies, but it's booking.com trying to get me to book stuff.
Booking
I spend money. I want to make money.
Give me the money.
So, for example, I think sometimes the man-woman relationship can fall into, I'm just going to naturally look after the kids. I'm going to naturally think of everything to make for tea.
Yeah.
I know that's not always the case. And if it's same-sex relationships, how different does that
look? How does that work? If I were a lesbian, would I still have to cook all the time?
Is that an option now? Because he's sick of cooking.
Might be an option, yeah. And I'd probably marry a chef.
Yeah, that might be a good idea, actually.
My problem is, I always say this as well, Mark doesn't cook. And it's not because he's the man and he thinks he didn't have to. No. I like to be in control.
You do have issues with your kitchen.
I do.
And your lists.
I have issues in general. I tried to get Sarah's passport on Sunday. Yeah. I got it at one point. She wouldn't let me have it. She wouldn't even let me have a picture of it at one point.
She's over 18.
I know, but I had the boarding passes and I had the map. She let me have the map. But the passport did go in my handbag when we were wheeling to the plane. So that was interesting. You don't need it then
at that point?
No, but it was in my handbag, so okay, that's what matters. So I had the map, I had the passport for like 5 minutes.
And what if your bag got stolen? You'd have no map, no boarding pass, no passport.
Shit. We'd have boarding passes because it's on my phone. But we'd be both lost together. She can't piss off and leave me then, can she?
She wouldn't anyway.
She might. She was knackered. Well, she can get
right, I'm not pushing your wheelchair anymore.
Yeah.
I'm off.
Yeah. She doesn't know, I don't know if she listens to this before we go on Saturday. I'm planning on being pushed around when we get to Manchester Airport as well, because I want to rest the foot as much as possible. So, if we get to Manchester Airport, she wheels me round, I'll be able to do 30,000 steps again.
You'll get on one of those little golf caddy buggy things.
Oh my God, we can get a golf cart. Sarah, if you're listening, this foot is bad. We need the golf. We shouldn't even have to push me.
You can get driven by someone through the airport.
I might just get special assistance on my phone anyway. She doesn't even have to know then, does she?
Do it!
I might. Sarah, we're going in the golf buggy. Anyway, so back to the husbands. So, that's my problem, is that Mark probably would cook. I just don't let him. It's just easier if you just do it yourself.
Yeah.
He cleans up after. I won't do that. I'll empty the dishwasher through day and stuff, if it's been on, or like yesterday I got home, it were half full, so I filled it up. It's only on 30 minutes, so I did it all, emptied it all. But that's his job in life. Tidy up after me. I'll cook.
But then you both live in the house. You're both working. You're both living in the house. I think that you can equally have used crockery. You've equally worn clothes. You've equally got your own stuff.
Well, then yesterday I asked Mark to do this washing machine. I said, I've had washer on, can you just empty it? So he emptied it. The bedding went on the airer, and we have 2 radiators in the extension, and we have one big one in the hallway we use. Nothing was on the radiators. And I was like, I put it all out and I was like, oh, do we not have radiators anymore? And he was like, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Mark. So, yes, I do delegate jobs. And he will do something, like on a Saturday, he's really good, he'll clean all the house and stuff. But just, it's never right, is it? Like, I came home one day and there was stuff all over the stairs still, going all the way upstairs. But he'd clean skirting boards.
Well, the stairs are just something we're just going to have to live with or tidy ourselves because it's never going to happen.
I was like, right, so I can lick my skirting boards, but I can't get upstairs because it's full of shit.
Every household has got stuff on the stairs that's going to be going up the stairs next time you go up the stairs, but I bet you it's still there in a week.
Oh, yeah. Easy. And it's never my stuff. It's all their stuff. Why are you walking? Like, I put stuff in the middle of the steps now as well, rather than to the side, and they still just walk over it. Move it. So, yes, how do you work your household? Do you cook? Do you clean? Do you do everything? Or do you delegate? Or have you got set jobs? I won't cut grass. That's one of my jobs that I will. Or empty bin. I don't empty bin and I don't cut the grass.
Yeah, so if I cut the grass, which I'm quite capable of doing, it would be wrong.
Yeah.
So he likes to do his stripes, so that's fine.
That's
Crack
good.
On with that.
Yeah. It's a job I don't like anyway, so do your stripes.
I like the outdoor jobs.
Oh, no.
I'd rather be outside doing something.
I've got to be in mood.
Manual.
I did some gardening the other day, made my water fountain.
Oh, yeah.
My shit water fountain. I'll share a picture later, guys.
Yeah, we need to share that picture because that's really... No, I think you build it up a bit.
I know, I need some more stones and I didn't buy enough stones.
Yeah.
I thought one bag would be enough, but I was struggling because apparently in the range in Burstall, I don't even care about shouting this out, nobody helps you. I had 4 picture frames that were 28 inch or whatever, they were big. 4 picture frames, a plant pot, and some stones. And I didn't get a trolley because I wasn't planning on buying that. It's just something that comes to my head when I'm there and I'm like, let's make a water fountain because this is what I'm like. I think something and it happens. It has to happen then. So I went and thought I'd go get so I'm carrying these picture frames to the outdoor area. This man just walked past me who worked there. It was a hot mess outside. I did tell the staff that it was a hot mess outside. They didn't care. There was no prices on stuff. There was stuff everywhere. So this man came past and I went, I'm going to have to go find a trolley. Can I just leave my picture frames, my plant pot and my stones here? And he went, yes. I went, where are the nearest trolleys? And he went, I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably at the front door. Bearing in mind the gardening bit and the ranges at the back door.
Yeah.
So I had to go get a trolley on my own. I did go into the shop and ask someone else where the trolleys were. He went, front door. So I had to go all the way to the front door, all the way back to the back door, and try to get this massive bag of stones in. And I got the biggest stones you could find, obviously, because it's me, and put them in a trolley.
And how was your foot during all this?
Oh, not pretty.
Starting to throb.
Yes. And then I got a wonky trolley as well to top it off.
Oh.
So thanks, Range.
Well, something that happened to me recently in Asda. God, we sound like a right pair of
old women, don't we?
Now, apparently, if they think you look dodgy, what can happen is they can stop the trolley wheels as you go out the door.
Oh, yeah, love it.
But it stops like that.
Yeah.
I walked into it.
Yeah.
But that hurt.
Yeah.
I'm like,
and if someone's behind you, they stop as well, bang into you.
We were like, what was that? So I was like, fine. So I was taking my bags out of it, ready to leave it. I don't care. There's £1 in it. I was annoyed. And he was like, oh, no, it's all right. And I'm like, oh. And I got the receipt out. He wasn't interested. He didn't check anything.
No, they let me go.
And he just let us go again.
I beep all the time. I don't know if I get
what I do now. I said, well, just before I go through the door, I send the trolley first on its own, then catch it up.
I love that. Everybody should do that.
Nearly at the door. Bye! And then that's it.
Yeah. No, they let me through. They always... I don't know if I ate something as a child, because I beep all the time.
Do you beep in the airport?
All the time. I didn't this time. Did I? No, I didn't. They let me through. I was in a wheelchair though, wasn't I? So...
When we went to Spain, when we came back, they scanned Minnie's hands. which I'd not experienced
drugs
before.
and explosives.
Yeah, because the remnants on and the children, they check, don't they?
Maybe did. She had a little crop top on and a little pair of shorts on. She beeped at bloody X-ray, and she beeped for
nothing on her.
No, she beeped. She'd taken her shoes off as well.
Oh,
she beeped at X-ray and she beeped for a random check. Don't know. She probably ate something as a child like me. Honestly, I think it's
weird.
Honest, all the time at Asda, they just let me go now. I beat going into shops.
Oh, we've done that in
all
Leeds.
the time.
It's awful.
And I've got nothing on me apart from my handbag. Sometimes I haven't even bought up from another shop yet.
Yeah.
And I beat going in.
We beeped coming out of Boots at Christmas. We did our big thing, like you spend a good few £100, but it's all done. We did it in a day. And we were beeping, and the security man was there, and I think they can tell when they need to like react and when they don't. So I'm giving him my receipt and like, would you like to look in here? Look, it might be this. Is there a tag on something? He's like, it's fine.
Yeah, just go.
He said, I don't know what it is. It's something you're fine to go, but you might beep in and out of other shops.
Yeah.
And we did, and we just ignored it. No one came and tackled us, so it was fine.
Nobody cares. Airports are tricky though. Airports get random people, so if you look dodgy, you're fine. But if you don't look dodgy, my grandma and granddad got stopped.
Oh.
My grandma was getting stopped a lot them too, to be fair. But I remember going on cruise, and on the way to the plane, which was like a Dreamliner, so there were a lot of people.
Okay.
They were picking people out at random as we were getting on the plane for an extra church.
Right, fine.
They picked my grandma and granddad out.
Oh.
And I'm like, I'm sorry, but he looks dodgy. She looks dodgy. He's definitely dodgy. Definitely. She's dodgy over there.
Do you think they pick people that look like they might have been like vulnerable and manipulated by somebody?
Yeah. And that's why they do kids, isn't it? Because then you can put stuff on kids and not.
Yeah. Or she wouldn't know what she touched or whatever. When we drive to France, we always get the random check because it's a van. And I fully appreciate that, and I like that they're checking everybody.
Yeah.
You drive into this little thing, the big, well, it's not little, it would fit a lorry, so any vehicle size you drive in, the door's shut in front and behind. They don't usually make us get the kids out. I haven't had to get out in the past, but Mark has to open all the doors.
Yeah.
They open up the back doors and then they put the hand through the luggage. So obviously, like there's someone behind it or something. But that's good. I want them to check.
I know, but then I panicked that someone's got in by accident and I didn't know.
They definitely haven't because the doors are locked. We'd know.
No, you never know.
There's not enough space anyway because the water tank still has to stay there. Although we empty it. Yeah. That's a tank, and they've had torches in and stuff before.
When we went to Paris, we drove. It was at the time where like people were getting into people's boots, and hiding and stuff.
Oh my gosh!
And they were like, we got to the border of France, and oh god, there's like 70 men around your car with guns and dogs and moody faces.
And it's not a happy job. I wouldn't suit that job.
No.
Oh, morning! Can you just get out of your car, please?
Oh, you've got some cocaine here.
Oh my gosh, you were planning on a party, weren't you?
Please step out.
Oh dear, handcuffs on.
You naughty boy. Get out.
Isn't it a lovely day today? Maybe not for you though.
Prison, off we go. We're going to be in for a while. Oh no.
I'll just give you to my colleague, Darren. He's going to do a strip search.
Shove them to the floor. Get down, boy.
Darren comes over full of steroids.
Good cop gone. Bad cop.
Sorry, Darren. I just plucked a name out of nowhere.
Darren. That's very French as well as Darren. Yeah, oh no, they come round kind of like, I drove up to it like that, but if someone has sneaked into his car, bearing in mind we were in like...
no room for you, never mind.
A duster, we had 4 suitcases in back. Kids were piled high with like snacks. They were like looking at a little old like... Matt's like, who's getting in this car?
Do you think there's a chance you might catastrophize things, Bekki?
Oh god, yeah, I'm always dying. I had heartburn last night. I thought I was having an heart attack. Oh yeah, we always go straight to death. Death or cancer or Oh yeah, it was go severe. Then if it's something nice, then you're fine. You're happy then. Well, if it's cancer, you've prepared for it.
Do you not find that kind of emotional roller coaster is quite tough though?
Yeah, a lot. Yes.
Let's lighten it up.
Let's do backwards.
Becky has something for me.
So you can play along at home with this as well. This is a real or fake. So I'll ask you a question. It's all mum superpowers this time.
Yeah, well, we know that we've all got superpowers.
Yeah, but I don't need a bloody app to tell me that. So, mum hearing.
Yep.
Real or fake. Mums can hear their baby cry even from another room.
Yep.
While dads sleep through it.
True. Definitely true. Definitely true. I can hear my babies and always woke up and always got things like someone would come round, how's the new baby sleeping? Mark would say absolutely fine. I'd go, well, actually. No, it's definitely true.
Yeah, definitely true.
Excellent.
Study shows that mothers' brains are wired to be extra sensitive to their baby's cries, even in a deep sleep.
Animal instinct.
Yeah. Mind reading, real or fake? Mums can sense when their kids are up to no good, even when they're in the same house. Even when they're not in the same house.
I'm going to say true. Is it false?
It's kind of real, it says.
They've done a study and they've found that most people were able to tell.
Mums don't actually read minds, but they develop strong intuition and can pick up on tiny cues.
Yeah, definitely. I have definitely felt something and then watched it play out in front of me and thought, whoa, am I psychic?
Yeah.
A lot with the kids, and I feel things before it comes.
They do stuff as well, like they'll go, I'll go, don't even think about it. And they're like,
what?
How do you know?
Yeah.
Like, mums always know.
Yeah, totally.
We know.
Totally.
Pain transfer. A mum can take away her child's pain by kissing a boo-boo.
Well, I think it's the same as, psychologically, I've given some orange juice instead of Calpol, and that's helped.
Pablo effect.
Placebo.
Yeah.
I think that's...
Becky calls it Pablo.
Right, okay, that's fine.
It's the Pablo
gathered
effect.
That was your nickname for it.
It's actually fake, but it feels real. And mum's kiss doesn't.
Well, it is though, doesn't it? Because it doesn't do anything, but the child thinks it does, so that makes it real.
Magic out of your pocket. Love it.
Totally.
A mum's kiss doesn't physically transfer pain, but studies show that a comfort and reassurance can actually reduce a child's perception.
Exactly. So it is true.
Temperature control. A mum's hug can actually regulate a baby's body temperature.
Are we talking newborn? I think that's true.
Yes.
Because the heart rate calms. You're back on to hearing what you heard in the womb. It's that skin-to-skin connection.
This is them babies coming out.
This is why they do kangaroo care. I absolutely believe that you can... I've heard stories of babies on the brink of death in NICU lying on mums' chests and coming through.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
It is actually real.
Yes.
Skin-to-skin contact with mum can help regulate newborns' body temperature, breathing and heart rate.
Because they calm down.
Lie detector. Mums can always tell when their kids are lying.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
But not perfect. Mums can often detect lies because they know their kids' unusual behaviour, tone and expression. But kids can still be sneaky.
Yeah, definitely. The older they get, they will get better at that because they then in turn pick up on our questioning and our body language and will be able to do that back.
Yeah.
But, under the age of 8, you've got them.
Last one, yeah. Mine's 9 now. Lesson. Sleep superpowers. Mums develop the ability to function on almost no sleep after having kids.
Well, I've functioned on almost no sleep.
Oh, I didn't on Monday.
That was so funny. Don't you find though that when it's a baby thing, you look back and you think, I've lived through that. How did I cope? Yeah. Then you later on, they've been sleeping through, you feel back to normal, and then one thing happens and it knocks you for 6.
This weekend on Monday, I could have just easily cried all day. Oh, we're a hot mess.
Bless you.
It is actually real, but with limits. Mums adapt to sleeping in shorter bursts and waking up more easily, but it's not a true superpower. Eventually, exhaustion catches up.
Absolutely, which is why they need to book a facial.
Yes.
Here with me at Blossom Beauty.
New facials.
On a Wednesday.
Yep.
Quick 30-minute express.
And just treat yourself.
Or treat yourself to an hour.
Yeah.
Or 90 minutes.
Yeah.
We will meditate.
And do it like I spoke to a lot of mums, and they'll say, "Oh no, but it's hard, isn't it? We're so busy, and you feel guilty taking time out for yourself. Take time for yourself. Listen to our podcasts, and then come for a facial.
Because then when you go back to baby, you feel like you've missed them, you have a lovely cuddle, and it is a little refresh. Yeah, exactly.
If you are constantly on and on and on and on and on, you will get to a point you burn yourself out, and you're not good for your kid and your husband or your wife or whatever you've got.
Yeah, you're not good for yourself.
Treat yourself. I've had this conversation a few times this past week, and some people have said to me, like, when we were going away at weekend, they were like, well, who's having the children? I'm like, well, the dad. Oh.
Yeah, did you not know I wasn't a single mum?
All day.
What?
Yeah.
There's people in 2025
I've had a few
asking you that.
I'm like, yes. And I actually don't give a shit, because I work my ass off. I look after my children. I look after the dog. I look after Mark. I work hard. I am going to Dublin on Sunday, and I don't give a shit if you think I should be at home looking after my children. We need to take breaks.
Just because you've had kids doesn't mean you never do anything on your own ever again. What happens when they all leave home? Then you're just left there having never done anything for yourself and experienced anything.
And never know how to do it either.
And they need to understand that you are a person in your own right. Yeah. And that if you have that respect for yourself, they're going to respect you more.
Yeah. But yes.
Oh, that's a whole other podcast.
Treat yourself to a facial and don't feel bad about it.
Yeah, come and have a
facial.
facial.
Do it. Come for a facial.
Excellent.
Well, it's been fun.
It's been lovely.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Have fun. Bye.